Okay. Oh, what beautiful names. I don't even know who's who now. Wait. Blue Waffle, I think, is Scuba, because he's the one that plays Terran. Okay. I think I got it. I think I got it now. Alright, so the games that we're going to be watching is going to be Scuba versus Magnath, and it's going to be a PvT on this Pandemic Legion Spring Cup. Basically, we just casted Eons versus Jewel Cup, where Jewel Cup won 2-0 against Eons. So right now, let's go ahead and get right into the game with Scuba versus Magnath. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Jay Warnot, Jornot on the track, kicking it off with another Legion Spring Cup game. And right now we have on the bottom left portion the beautiful purple Protoss. This is Magnath. And on the top right portion of the screen, you may know him, you may not know him. It's definitely not a blue waffle, but sometimes those are good to eat. This is Scuba. And now it's time to focus on the game here, so let's go ahead and turn this down. Okay, so Terran is going to go ahead and start the wall off at their ramp. The gateway does go down for Magnath, and he's going to go ahead and scout with that probe. One thing that I did notice from, I think, casting his other game was that he does do some early scouting. Actually, this is not early scouting, but he does really, really well with his scouting. Same thing with the SCV. They are going to slap hands here in a second. Hey, dude, what's up? Oh, all it is. That was awesome. A little kiss, kiss, kiss. Oh, baby, I love you. Oh, but no, you're an alien. So, the probe here might do a little damage to the SCV. And the other SCV is like, dude, that's like my brother. So, they're going to go ahead and do what they got to do. Supply depot should be going down in just a second. Or the... Now he's going to go ahead and drop the command center, which is a great idea because he just need to drop the supply depot. The Nexus has already gone down for the Protoss player, so that's pretty awesome. But the one thing that this does tell is that the Terran player can play quite safe, as he knows that with the Nexus being dropped, he shouldn't have to worry about any pressure coming out immediately. I wouldn't be surprised if Magnath goes ahead and drops this pylon. I was going to say he's got to be careful. He's going to lose the probe right now, though, because Reaper's coming in. Boom! Goes the dynamite. Cybernetics core is done. Another pylon is being built. And the SCV is scouting the timings of all this. He's got both gases fully saturated. The Reaper is going to go ahead and go across the map, although I must have been playing with something else up here because I should have done it earlier because that probe was dead. SCV is going to go ahead and go, and I'm wondering... Okay, no, he pulled the other SCV back. I was thinking he was going to build maybe a bunker here and go ahead and try to snipe and take out this Nexus. But no. So the Reaper's going to go in, see what it needs to see. The Adept Shade is... Okay. So I was going to say the Reaper's going to go ahead and go away because he does not want to get killed by the Adept. The Adept is quite strong. And he's going to go ahead and saturate his natural. Right now, Factory is going down. He should be putting his start 4 down next. The command center is just about done being built. So we'll see... oh, look at this. Some idle probes here. They're just hanging out. He's like, dude, what is going on? I think he lost the Reaper. No? Yes. So, right now, Terran is going to go ahead and do... so, usually what I see coming out of this is 2 Widow Mines. There's one Widow Mine that's popping right there. That's more of a defensive, and then he's going to build his Starport. Starport's going to go down. He might be able to catch this. Yep, the Adept is going to go bite. Oof. That stinks. That Stalker's like, you killed my brother. But he's not going to be able to do anything. Widowmine here is like, yeah, I did that. What are you going to do about it? He's behind his friends. I don't know why he's going to let all those shields go, but that's probably not a good idea. Nexus is just about fully saturated. Magnaf is going to go ahead and build an additional 2 gateways with a Robo Bay, and you got to love that he's going Blink, so he's got some space right here to go in and do a little bit of damage. And he's going to go ahead and finish off the wall here. This is a good placement by Scuba because, you know, by the time you realize what's on the high ground, it is already too late. Both of the Widowmine, three, excuse me, okay. So, he's going to go ahead and finish the wall off, continue with the medevac, and going to drop those 3 Widowmines in the back of the base here, and this is an observer being built, which is good to have, especially when you're trying to figure out where those Widowmines are dropping. And he's going to go ahead and drop his 3rd Nexus. Oh no, he's going to build a pylon. Well, yeah, that's a good placement, because I was just going to say, any small little hint you can get on an incoming attack is better than no hint at all. Right now, Terran player is to continue to pop out some Marines. A Raven is just about to pop out, and so I don't think he's going to see this just yet, because they haven't moved. Here comes the boost coming in right now. He's going to go ahead and drop those 3 Widowmines. We're going to see if there's going to be any damage going on with it. Right now, good splits. All right. Hey, not that bad. He was able to get, looks like 4. Actually, it's a shame. He would have been able to pick those up and go. He's got Blink here. And that's pretty much it. But that's okay, because he sees you. So I will say, not too bad of a defense by Magdath. And the 3rd base has gone down. There is no 3rd base. The 3rd base is in production on the high ground. He's got the starport going down. He's got 2 tech labs and a reactor for his barracks, and he now is building another tech lab for his factory. So what the Terran player can do now is just kind of prep himself for this push that he's going to be doing here within the next, I would say, maybe 3 to 4 minutes. The Protoss player is going to go ahead and go out and continue to scout and make sure he doesn't, or, you know, he might be actually going out and see if he can catch any medevacs kind of floating around. 3rd base is now completed, which is good because he can transfer some of these probes over and also go ahead and start building up more probes to go ahead and move over to the 3rd base, which is good because it is up before the Terran base. And usually you almost at all times want to try to be 1 base ahead, or at least even bases when it's Protoss versus Terran. And right now, Scuba is a little late with his 3rd going down. He's got a decent defense here, and Magdath is pretty much saying, hey, I don't need to really go anywhere. I can stay right here. So the SCV is going ahead and just kind of wigging out there. Yo, bro! So he's going to go ahead and try to drop that 3rd, or excuse me, not drop the 3rd. He's just going to go ahead and probably build a supply depot there, or does he have? Yeah, he's got 2 engineering bases. Okay, so he's building. Stim is just about done, and level 1 weapons and armor is also started. So the Colossus is out for the Protoss player. He's got a decent ground army to go ahead and defend. He's going to probably drop the 2 gases. He's also producing more Colossus, and the rest of these gateways are going down. Now, this can be a little scary. He's got 2 pylons powering all these gateways and structures. Mr. Artosis himself would love this, but I don't know if that's a smart move here, because this literally could end the game for him if these 2 pylons are taken out. So, and again, look at all these. Okay, well, pylons for days, baby. He realized how supply block he was, and Scuba's gonna be like, dude, what is going on? What's with all this stuff? So, Scuba right now has got his army built up, and he's going to go ahead and decide what his next move is going to be. Personally, he probably would be able to go ahead and drop another command center and get that ready as almost as a macro command center, because I don't think he saw the timing of when this was built. Good job dropping all the shield batteries, and it looks like they've been having some lag issues today, because both these guys and the previous players were having issues with their connection. So hopefully it's nothing that's going to be too crazy here. But let's see. So this probe here is just kind of almost not necessary because you got a observer right there, so I don't know why the probe is kind of hanging out there. And like I said, just before the 10-minute mark, you're going to have a nice push from the Terran player. 8:50 mark is the official push here. He's got the 2 minutes. He's going to go ahead and catch that Zealot there off guard. Let's see if these stalkers are going to do any. Oh, he's going to catch these medevacs. Ooh, he almost caught him. Yeah, if he focus fired that, he definitely would have had at least one of them for sure. So, wow, look, I was going to say, if he lost those stalkers needlessly, that would have been kind of retarded. But the 4th base is going down. I do like the expansions going down for the Protoss player. This is definitely nice because, one, he has not taken significant damage structurally or with his units. Now, he did lose a couple to a Widowmine drop earlier, but at the same time, not much damage taken. And this lone Templar here is, he's trying to decide, listen guys, I can take this off myself. You ever heard of Storm? So Terran's going to go ahead and start this push here. We're going to have a nice attack. This Templar is going to try to catch, no, he's not going to try to catch people from behind. Oh, whoa, a little late in his attacking, and that's, wow. But even with that, the Terran player is able to continue his push here. Nice force fields, though. Nice force fields. That one tank in the bank doing some damage, and he's going to go ahead and lose the rest of his ground army. And boom goes the dynamite. So he lost pretty much everything. And the Protoss player could say, all right, guys, it's time to go across the map and do some business. So while the Terran player does have units already being built in the background, he is behind a little bit as the supply is 132 to 95. So I'm not sure where he's going to take it, but he's got a couple different options as far as maybe his composition. It doesn't look like he's planning to go mech. It looks like he's just trying to stay bio-heavy. He is going to go ahead and drop his 4th, which is good because the Protoss player has now fully saturated his 4th due to the amount of units that were already mining out these other his natural base. So here we go. We're going across the base, and now he's going to be able to detect that there are units coming across there. I think the Protoss army is quite... Oh, it's definitely stronger than this Terran army, so he's just going to kind of go over here and do what he needs to do, see if he can take some damage. Friggin' Protoss, not scared at all. Going ahead and go at the ramp. Usually you don't want to do that, but he had no fear. He's going to go and throw some force fields just to make sure his escape is okay. The Terran player is now feeling a little safer. Scuba is going to go ahead and probably move down the map a little and see if he can go ahead and snipe some stuff, which he might be able to, as the Colossus were away from the army there for a second. So he's going to bring his army all the way back down. Not much protection or detection in this area. And that was a pretty cool ping. Yeah, I don't know what it wanted to show me, but a sensor tower is built. Oh my goodness! Now I see the Lone Star Disruptor. Okay, man, I don't know if that's like smart technology, but that was pretty cool that the replay map made me look over there. So more scans are going down to verify what is the tech choice. Good job with this dropper here right now. He's going to go ahead and be able to take out a couple probes. Oh man, it looks like he's taking out a ton of these guys. Nice. Very, very nice. And then after this, he's just going to be able to lift and kind of move along his way. So Magnath took some damage here, and Scuba is going to go ahead and fly away and say, hey, job done. This production is doing really good. He's got the Ghost Academy out. He's got a couple Ghosts out, actually. So let's see here. Nice orbital command has happened. The drop is getting healed up from the medevacs. He's also got his 5th and 6th command center being built. So basically, he could just do some double orbital commands right there. Make sure nothing's going to break that. Scanning is going down again. These units are going to go ahead and move across the map because they want to try to catch these. You got to watch out. The Terran is going to lose some of these units right here because these guys will go the other way. Thankfully, he was able to see that the Protoss player had went across the map. Magnath is going to go ahead and go in here all the way to the top here. And unfortunately, the way that these units are placed, this is a really big Protoss army. He's got to be careful. He does not have, I think, enough to move and do some damage with this. Good job placing those Liberators right there. That'll zone those out, and he can move up and defend this up to the top. He might end up losing them, but Ooh, yeah, okay, that's a good cancel. I was going to say it might have been premature. He's going to go ahead and move into the base. He's going to go in there. He's going to lose a couple of those zealots right off of the bat, but the disruptors right there is going to take it off right now. Look at those disruptor shots. Well done. Then again, those disruptors are done. Oh, wow, I didn't realize he had a couple more there. No, he lost them. Oh, my goodness, this might be a hold right here from Scuba. This might be a hold. If not, it's not. But he's got a couple units here. He can go ahead and build up and take some of this stuff out. He's going to go ahead and move those liberators right there and kind of place them. Oh, that is a lot of zealots warping in right now. So maybe he might not be taking those out. Those zealots are taking some shots there in the beginning, but at the same time, those two Colossus did not die. One did just go down. Scuba is now kind of on the back foot, and if he can replace those liberators, he should be okay. Oh man, he put up those survived. He was a little too late. Now the Protoss player can literally just go in, and it looks like there was a drop going on here. There was. Let's see the units. I think this might have been a little premature from Scuba here. Maybe. Granted, there was more warping in back here. This was not really being used. One Colossus was alive, so maybe that was the right time to leave. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a pro, so we'll see. So right now, Magdath is up 1-0, although they got these weird names. What the heck? Oh. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and load up Game 2 of Scuba versus Magnath, and this is a Protoss versus Terran. That first game did show a good array of play from both of the players. I did believe... I thought Scuba still might have left a little early. I think he could have held, but at the same time, you know, the Protoss army was quite significant, so we'll see. We'll see what they do this game. Alright. It's your boy, Jornada. We're casting some games for the Legion Spring Cup. Somebody's hoping to walk away with some $60, and it might be this guy. So let's give it up for the Purple Protoss, Maganath. On the bottom left-hand portion of the screen, we got the Purple Terran, and we're going to give it up for Scuba Steve. Alright, so let's get this down. Right now, Magnath is up 1-0 in this best of 3. Let's see what the openings are going to be for both players. Granted, sometimes the openings don't change too much. There might be a few small things, like sometimes a chrono goes out, or sometimes a chrono is saved, and then, you know, they build a couple different structures first, and then they save all their chronos for cybernetics core or the gateways. The one thing in this map that I've seen Terran players be pretty successful in is actually proxy gateways, like right here. But granted, the Protoss player is kind of limiting the range of the Reaper, so we'll see. All right, here we go. Scuba Steve is just kind of saying, later, I don't need to pay attention to what you're doing. And again, the typical tickle against the SCV, although if he's not careful, there you go. I was going to say, if he's not careful, his buddy there was going to go D-E-D, dead. But it looks like that's not going to happen. The natural does go down for Magnath. And Mr. Scuba Steve is going to go ahead and go back and start his command center here as well. The Reaper is going to head out and do its deed. 3 are on gas, and the second gas should drop here shortly. Again, very similar to the first game where Magnath is going to go ahead and try to block the natural here. And he just doesn't care. He's like, I'm going back in the base just to see what's going on. He doesn't care about saving this pro, which is interesting because usually, you know, he didn't have to let it die, and it looks like he wasn't even controlling it there. Scuba Steve just kind of hanging out over here, just verifying, you know, nothing crazy was going on in that way. He's going to go ahead and warp out an Adept. Or excuse me, not warp out, chrono out an Adept. And these two, oh, okay, I was going to say, were those guys just chilling there? But didn't think so. So the natural is almost done. We got a shield battery being built at the front end, and Adept coming out, and it should be literally the same time that the Reaper comes in here. So this is really good for Magnath, as he's going to get a couple shots here. Oh, nice. He might be able to escape. And actually, he might be able to grab this probe. Yes, he is. Oh, nice job. It's going to go out. Will it get away? Yes, it will get away. It'll drop down. Oh, no! He must have thought. He must have thought that he was going to do that. All right, we got a proxy starport. So let's see. He's going to move this over to the reactor, build 2 Widow Mines. I probably can guarantee. No, actually, you know what? He's not going to build Widow Mines. He's going to build Hellions. Hellions are going to go into the medevac, and the medevac is going to come back here and do the damage. I'm calling it now. Are the Hellions coming out? Yeah, baby. Again, it's not like freaking foresight. I mean, that's when you see this is usually what's going to happen, especially with the distance, because the Hellions can travel quite fast. Terran playing very, very well. Scuba Steve, got a hand to him. The Protoss player is going to go ahead and continue to chrono out and go ahead and get that natural saturated. Robotics Bay is done. We should be seeing... Whoa! Well, so he did see the Hellions kind of move through there. A lot of PP and ping pongs going on in the 3-2-1. So he went ahead and recalled to his base because he's probably got an idea that a drop has got to be coming in this way because, well, that's what's got to happen. 2 more Hellions are being built, are going to get transferred over, and Scuba Steve is continuing to saturate his natural as well. So the Protoss player is going to build the Observer. Then after the Observer, he should go ahead and build the Immortal, if that is his unit of choice. And right now 2 gateways are going to go ahead and try to complete the wall, so that way that choke point is really, really small for any units trying to sneak in or come on in there. The pylon does go down, and pretty much this drop is going to be dealt with quite easily, I think. Alright, so let's see if he goes in, and let's see how many... No, I don't think he's really going to get any. He might get 1 more. Wow, I was going to say, he doesn't care. Better pick those up. And move. Nice job by Scuba Steve. He's going to go ahead and drop him right here. Well done. So Magnath is losing mining time. This is good. Might as well just let him. Yep, good fight. He lost a couple of them there. And he's going to go ahead and move him out of here. And look at all this lost this mining time. This is good for him. This is good. There's nothing really going on up here. And now he's going to move these guys back into action. So I would say good advantage, good play, and a couple good kills there from Scuba Steve. Right now, Magnath is going to decide. Let's see what else he's got going on here. So he's going to go ahead and get this Colossus out pretty quick. And I love it. I love it. We got another command center going down, 3 barracks as well being built, and another starport. So Scuba Steve is telling everybody, listen, man, I'm not going to freaking play around. I'm going to want to take this game. I'm going to destroy and chip Sao Choi. All right, so with the way Scuba Steve has built his bases, saturated, got his 3rd up already, I think he's going to have a major advantage. Right here, the Hellions are going to get lost. I think he was trying to I think he caught the probe that was already here to try and get the expansion. He did save the medevac, and you know what? The Hellions did the damage that they were supposed to do because I missed also the Liberator kind of doing work over here. I do apologize. I was focusing a little bit more on his base over here. So even though he does lose the Liberator, again, lost mining time for Magnath. So the Colossus is going to make his way out. Right now, if I was Magnath, you either take that 3rd, solidify yourself, or you start building some ground army and you take it over and put it to the Terran player. Right now, the Terran is going to complete that wall. Well-placed Widow Mines there to make sure that he's not going to catch any Zealot run-bys. The medevac is just kind of hanging there on a thin thread. He's kind of like, Commander, can you please bring me back? All right, so looks like another Liberator is going to go ahead and take. Let's see how many probes he's going to get. 2, 3. Oh, he could have had a 4th, but he lifted it up a little too early, but that's all right. That's all right. I think he's wanting to do... Oh, look at this. He's going to get a couple of other kills. I don't know where the units are for Magnath. He had more Colossus, didn't he? Or not Colossus. Stalkers. Jesus, I can't even talk. And this is a well-placed Liberator. I mean, he's going to lose one of those Stalkers no matter what. He might lose them both if he's not careful. I really thought he had more Stalkers. He must have lost them some way. Yep, he's going to lose both of these Stalkers. Oh, man, the power of the Liberators. Oh, man, that's so sweet. 2 more Stalkers go in, and he's going to go ahead and finish off. Actually, I don't know why he blinked forward. He should have just kind of... Well, that's fine. That's fine. Either way, he would have taken shots, so that's good. All right, so right now we're at the 7:30 mark. Terran army is building up. You got the power army that comes just before the 11-minute mark, which is pretty much showing up right now. You got combat shields that are just about done, and yeah, this is really really good for Scuba Steve, and this is really good. Give it up for Magnath because he is not out of the fight yet. Actually, he's going to be building up his ground army too. He's got to be careful not to just kind of like randomly let these units go on their own. Oh man, he's going to catch this Liberator, so this Liberator is going to be seen. 4 Stalkers are on the way to come over here, which I'm hoping it's not a mistake because these guys are about to get run over. Yeah, I don't know if this is a good idea, even though you have Blink. I mean, yeah, that medevac was super weak, but hey, you know what? Magnath plays with no fear, so hand it to him for doing some business. Again, the Liberator doing some damage. Man, this is just wow, goodness. My God, 25 workers lost, 26. Look at that. 12 Stalkers also killed. All the lost mining time right now. There we go. So 8:30 mark. Terran player is pushing out. They're going to go ahead and take out this third. No way he's going to be able to save that with the ground army that he has because it's very sporadic. It's all over the place. Magnath, unfortunately, I think is just being caught off guard. Not going to be able to do the damage that he wants to. He's going to go ahead and take out this third, and that might be game here, man. You know, I don't like calling game that early, but I truly think it's got to be. Magnath is going to go ahead and go back and do build his ground army up, and if he can catch a couple of these units off guard, he might be able to win. The thing is, though, the Terran player does have a significant ground army, and he doesn't necessarily need to go to finish the job. I think he's got the army to do it, but he's not going to finish the job. Then again, that is 4 Colossus right there with a couple Stalkers and Zealots. So, you know, this is not a weak army that the Protoss player has. Matter of fact, it's actually quite significant. So he's going to go ahead and try to take out that Widow Mine. Nice. Actually, the scan did miss kind of what was going on, but at the same time, he does know what's. Here we go. And the Protoss army here. Oh man, if this not bad actually. This is not bad. I was going to say the way the force fields were being placed, I thought they could have been a tad better, but actually, if you really look at it, that was good actually. That was really good. Terran army is going to back up a little, going to continue to build their probes. Level 1 weapons is just about done. There are no upgrades for the Protoss player at the moment. So once this level 1 finishes, he will definitely have the advantage. Here we go with another Liberator going to the back here and just saying, hey guys, if you're not paying attention, we're just going to go ahead and take you out. So here we go. And he's going to go ahead and take out, I think, an additional 2 more, 3 more probably. Oh man, and while he's doing that, he's going to go ahead and snipe this third because he's not paying attention. Yep. Here comes the Protoss army. He's going to go ahead and cancel that, and right now he's not going to engage. Very smart. Good job with the cancel. Ooh, see if you can blink forward. If he blinks forward, he can at least take him. Well, maybe not. That's okay. He can blink back. Magnath playing very well for limited units that he has. Good control with the Colossus and the units that he has. I mean, this is a significant bio army, but again, the splash damage that you get from the Colossus is really good, and with the sentries in place with that, you can definitely block off that stim moving forward. Oh my goodness. So he's going to go ahead and go back, and he's got Vikings also. So okay, here comes the really strong push, I think, to finish the game here from the Terran player. He's going to group up. I don't even think he knew it. Well, he knows he has a 4th right now, and if he's not careful, he's going to lose these medevacs and stuff. Ooh, man, this might not go his way. He's not paying attention. That's what happens, man. Scuba Steve might... Let's see. Oh, man, that hurts. That hurts. You know, little by little, the Protoss player is going into the game, and you know what? See, like I said earlier, I might have called GG too early, and I actually think I did. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made, man. All right, so the observer here does see that the Terran army is kind of repositioning themselves. Right now, both of the players are actually... Okay, so both of the players are kind of tiptoeing the engagement. They want to figure out what's going to be the best way to go about this and make sure that when you go in this fight that you are not going to lose everything. And if he's not careful, now the sentries are not that good in a position. Oh man, unfortunately they are bottlenecked, and that's going to probably do him in right there. That was unfortunate, man, because he was playing really well. Magnath actually played very well this game, in a sense that he was bringing himself back into the game, and he's still fighting there. He's still fighting there. He's still fighting there. Wow, I am... you know what? Whatever. I do this for fun. So, Doesn't mean I call stuff properly all the time. Okay. Good job by Magnath. I gotta say, this guy's crawled back into this game. He's lost so many, my goodness. How many? 57, 58 workers killed, 59. I mean, if you add that up, my goodness. But very similar as far as units lost, okay? 81 and 8200. God, imagine losing all those workers, man. I'd be pissed if I was your boss. I'd be like, bro, man, what are you doing? Or, I mean, I'd be pissed if you were my boss. But, bro, you letting us die, man. Where's the water? So, 2 command centers are built here, and he's going to go ahead and move those over and continue to saturate bases, continue to build up, continue to get the upgrades. I mean, Terran player is kind of pulling out all the stops here and saying, listen, I gotta build some more if I'm going to beat this guy. Who knows? Maybe we'll see a couple of nukes come into play. Disruptors are out, and they're going to go ahead and try. I thought I heard a Widowmine. Yeah, there he goes. I was going to say, I thought I heard one. Kaboom. And that guy's like, yeah, that really didn't hurt. So the Terran player, again, repositioning themselves, trying to figure out where they want to go to make sure that they can do the most damage that they can. If you're Scuba Steve, you could have the option to go ahead and maybe drop somewhere. The Liberator coming back, just kind of saying, yeah, what are you guys going to do? So now he's going to move the Liberator over and take out some more probes. Man, this is awesome. You can't believe how many this guy's going to take out. And if he's not paying attention, he's going to move these units back. But then again, these units are going to stay here because he knows that the Terran player is going to come in and try to make a move. All these Liberators are... all these Liberators... The Liberator's going to go down. Well done dodging that Disruptor shot. Liberator continuing to wreak havoc. My gosh, again. 74 workers, man. 74 workers gone. Oh, man. I swear, this got to be a record. There's got to be a record. I don't know how this guy's staying alive, but man, you got to hit it up Magnath, man. Guy is not playing around. He's like, listen, I don't care how many you take out. I got money. I'm Jeff Bezos. I'll replace you. All right, here comes a big engagement. We're going to go in and get some shots off, and they don't really hit much. Wow, good control by Scuba Steve. This one is definitely going to hit them pretty hard. Oh, wow. Nice snipe on the Disruptor to cancel that. Oh, Scuba Steve, baby. I like that play, my man. I like that play. That was good. That was really, really good. Man, what a game. 1-1. All right. So, while Magnath did lose 2 times in a row, I definitely called out his GG a little prematurely. So, my bad there. All right, so we're going to get into Game 3 of Scuba versus Magnath. We are in the Pandemic Legion Cup. Hopefully somebody's looking to win the $60. But, hey, what does $60 get you this day? Maybe a tank of gas, depending on what car you drive. Maybe a movie. I don't know, man. I haven't been in movies in forever because freaking the prices are ridiculous. And, I'm so busy at the hospital. It's like, you want to have a life? What is life, man? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Join out on the track one more time. Casting the ace match here against Scuba Steve and Magnath. On the bottom right portion of the screen in Simulacrum, we got Magnath. Let's go ahead and update these scores before I continue. Whoa, sir, calm down. Didn't win the game yet. On the top left-hand portion of the screen, we got Scuba, we got Steve. You put them together, Scuba Steve. If Adam Sandler saw this, he would be loving it right now. We got the Terran player, Scuba Steve. Love the emblem right there. That's actually pretty sick. All right, so Magnath, as he traditionally does, he's going to say, hey, man, I'm going to scout and never, ever, ever, and I mean ever, get caught off guard. Mad respect to this Protoss player because this is actually what you want to do. And actually, if you're watching this, you might as well take lessons, man. Especially if you're a low Protoss player or you're just, he might get a little sneaky cheeky. What is this? All right. So, it doesn't look like this is going to be a cannon rush or anything. This could just be to hide back here and warp in some units. I mean, that's the only thing I can imagine unless he's going to build something different here. Or he's going to build some gateway. I was just going to say, yep, he's going to probably build some gateways. So, tricking the mind is the best thing to do. It's the best thing to do. I apologize. I realized I still had the music in the background. I hope it's not overdoing my voice. So Scuba Steve is going to do some scouting here, and he does not see what's happening here. He's going to go ahead and just chill. He's like, hey man, where you going with this probe? And he's going to close that supply depot, saying, hey man, you can't get in. Realize that this is all open right there. All right, so Scuba Steve does see that, hey, this looks traditional. It doesn't look like anything funky. The Zealot is making his way, and he's dropping a command center and a factory. So I wouldn't be surprised if an Adept or Stalker gets warped out here right now. So, yep, there's a Stalker, and the SCV is going to go ahead and stay there and realize, hey, what's going on? The thing is, though, if you're not prepared for this, because one Zealot is going across the map right now, if you are not prepared for this, the Reaper is going around to check for proxies, but, man, he went the wrong way. He actually needed to check his base. This might actually cost him the game if he is not careful, because he does not have any other units but the Reaper there. Oh, my gosh, this he's probably like, what the heck is going on here? Oh man, he takes it out. The Zealot is up there, and this was almost done. He's gonna get the freaking, ooh baby. All right, so he could take one SCV and go ahead and finish the yeah, I was going to say, he's going to finish that right there. But the thing is, though, there's a lot of units being warped out right now. There's another Stalker coming. Two Stalkers coming across the map. He is delaying that the Magnath does not get the expansion there. And actually, he should probably go ahead and maybe try to drop a bunker. And I only say that because then the Stalker has to decide what he wants to attack. Oh, man. Oh man, he's coming into base. He does have a Widow Mine here, and he's going to try to focus on the Widow Mine, which actually he's going to get it. Ooh, he got it. He got it. Wow. Magnath, well done. And good job with that surround. He's able to get that Stalker. Now he's going to see that this is being built here. Here comes the factory. Man, oh man, I like it. Magnath, I think, did this in the game that he played against, who was it? Anyway, I can't remember, but he's going to go ahead and lose these guys if he's not careful. He could have brought those SCVs out to kind of give him some support. So one Stalker goes down. The other Stalker is not going to go down. This Marine will go down, though. And he's got two. Look at this. Look at this. He lost a lot of mining time. The Reaper needs to be careful. You know, at this point, you might as well just go back into the base and kind of try to get back up because you do have two command centers. Right now, if you hold, Scuba Steve, if you hold, brother, you might be able to win this game. You might be able to win this game. You got two command centers, but it's going to be definitely tough with the Immortal coming out now. He does not have much. He does have the Widow Mine coming to pop out, but the thing is, though, that Widow Mine might get sniped if he's not careful. He needs to bring the Marines down right now. Oh, man, it's dropping a little too slow. Oof. All right. So he's got a couple of these Stalkers coming in there. He's going to try to take... Oh, my goodness. And that might be it. Wow. Magnath with the weird play. Man, let me tell you something, man. This is actually smart. This is really smart because even if you were to build the command center, it would have been out of reach as far as vision goes for this gate. Brings that Zealot over in the beginning. Zealot comes in, and then you just build some Stalkers and Immortal. Now, Scuba Steve did get caught off guard. Had he not lost that initial Widow Mine, he might have been able to hold because then he would have had two Widow Mines going back to back. And like I said, he had the second command center up right now. He could continue producing SCVs. And technically, if he was feeling good, he could have either flew it here or flew the other command center here and kind of been a little cheeky scary. The thing is, though, Magnath was pretty much going all in with this build because, well, I mean, he probably was going to go ahead and build an expansion here, but this is a lot to protect right here. I mean, this is a lot of money. So Magnath taking it 2-1. Or excuse me. Let's go here. There we go. Then again, why does it even matter? This is post game. Who cares? Best of 3. Give it for Magnath. Well done, man. All right. So that was a well done game by both players again. This is something you definitely like to pay attention to, or you like to see when these players play because it's just, you love it, man. You absolutely love seeing games like that. Alright, let's go to my replays and see what's left. It looks like Scuba versus Mac D. Alright, so I'm going to stop the stream and then start it again so I can get games 1 and 2 between Scuba and Mac D. Take it away, baby. Be right back.